Thanks for tuning into my YouTube channel. My name is Paula Jean, and this is where I'll be making family recipes and trying new and exciting recipes. So grab your pad and pencil and let's get cooking. Hey everyone, hope you're having a great day. Today I'm going to be doing something really different, and I'm going to keep my fingers crossed that it comes out right. But I watch this guy named Wesley, and his YouTube channel is called Highfalutin Low Carb. And what he does is he will take two recipes by different people and he compares them to see which one is better. And he made a low carb keto apple pie recipe. And I thought, low carb apple pie, if you don't know, apples have a lot of carbs in it. So I had to watch them, and the recipe that won out that he thought was the best was by Wholesome Yum. So I am going to be using that for a filling, and I don't feel like making crust, so I'm going to make like an apple crisp, and I'm going to put a crumble on the top. Now with my filling, it's supposed to have in it unflavored gelatin. And I just got back from the store and couldn't find no unflavored gelatin. So I am going to use some tapioca. So that will raise the carbs. Let's see. For 1 tablespoon of tapioca, the carbs are 9 grams. But if we'll see how many servings I get, you just divide it by that many servings, and that'll be your carbs per serving. So let's get going. Remember years ago when someone discovered that you could use Ritz crackers and make a mock apple pie? Well, this is going to be a mock apple pie, and it's interesting what they use. The first thing I'm going to do is melt 1 stick of salted butter in the pan. And I can remember my mother made it, the one with the Ritz crackers. And you know something? It did taste like apple pie. So I have hopes for this. Now, while this melts, you were supposed to put a tablespoon of unflavored gelatin in 3 tablespoons of lemon juice to bloom. So like I said, I couldn't get unflavored gelatin, so I put 1 tablespoon of tapioca in 3 tablespoons of lemon juice, and I'm just letting it sit for a little bit. And Wesley from Highfalutin did make the crust that goes with these recipes, but it's just so fussy that I decided I was just going to make a crumb top for it. All right, while that's melting, I have my 2 teaspoons of cinnamon, 1 teaspoon of nutmeg, and 1/2 teaspoon of cardamom in here. And I need 1/4 cup of monk fruit sweetener. And that's what I have right here. And I'm using the confectionery sugar kind. This is Swerve. And the reason that I'm using the Swerve confectionery sugar is because I find that other sweeteners, granulated sweeteners, don't really melt good, so you end up getting this grit, and not that it tastes bad, it just feels weird, and I didn't want my cobbler having any grittiness to it. Okay, I don't want this to start bubbling. All right, so to this I'm going to add my sweetener. And I'm going to add all my spices. And 3 tablespoons of lemon juice. So in this filling, there's a total of 6 tablespoons of lemon juice. I have the tapioca sitting in 3, and putting these 3 here. I wish I could find unflavored gelatin. I'll have to try another store, but I didn't feel like running all the way across town. All right, there's that bubbling up. Now I have some maple flavoring. It's called Maybelline, and I'm going to put in a half a teaspoon of this. And a teaspoon of vanilla. When I was a kid, we always had Maybelline, and my dad didn't buy maple syrup. He made it with Maybelline and cornstarch. Not cornstarch. That would be terrible. Corn syrup. All right, let's add this. Oh gosh. Smells delicious. All right, now I'm going to add my mock apples. I have, let's see, 6 cups of peeled and diced yellow squash. And the recipe doesn't say to remove the seeds, but I did. I took the seeds out. I used my little tool that I take the tops off of strawberries and just kind of scooped out the bigger seeds. See this little thing? It did a good job. All All right, now just mix this all up. And this is going to have to simmer with a lid on it for about 30 to 40 minutes. Looks like diced up apples. All right, let's get a lid for that. Someone's got fireworks outside. All right, lid is going on. It's going to simmer 30 to 40 minutes. I'll be back when it's done. All right, while my filling is simmering away, I'm going to make the crumb topping. Now, you must be thinking, where am I going to get all these ingredients? Well, grocery stores now have everything you need. You don't have to go running to the health food store. So I have 1 cup of superfine almond flour. And 1/4 cup of brown swerve, but I have this brown sugar alternative. I think I got this from Amazon, but I have seen it in the store. So all I can find is my 1/2 cup measuring cup. So I'm just gonna kind of eyeball it. All right, that's about 1/2 cup. Oops, I forgot to take my cinnamon out. I hope this is it. Yeah. I have 1/3 cup of chopped pecans. If you don't like pecans, if you like walnuts, use walnuts. Half a teaspoon of cinnamon. And 1/4 cup of melted butter. All right, our topping is all done. Now we just have a little bit longer to go for our filling. All right, this has been simmering away for 40 minutes. And I'm tempted to take a bite, but I'm not going to. I'm going to wait till the end. Now, I'm not sure if the gelatin would have had the liquid a little more thick, but that's okay like this because we're going to have that crumb topping on it. All right, so now this has to cool for about 20 minutes. But while we're waiting, I did a little comparison for you, because I know you're thinking, well, apples have a lot of fiber in it, and they have fiber, I will say that. But let me compare. And I did 1 medium squash and 1 medium apple. 1 medium squash has 7 carbs, 7 grams of carbs, and 1 medium apple has 21 grams of carbs. 1 medium squash has 32 calories. 1 medium apple has 95 calories. 1 medium squash has 2.2 grams of fiber, and 1 medium apple only has 4.4 grams of fiber. So there's not that much difference there. So 1 medium squash has a total of about 5 net carbs, and 1 medium apple has 16 net carbs. So there you go with the numbers. If you are trying to eat low carb, low calorie, but you don't want to compromise with your nutrition, this is going to be just as good, I'm hoping. All right, so we're going to let this cool for 20 minutes. Okay, this has been cooling for 20 minutes. And I think the reason I have you cool it a little bit is when you make the crust, there's a lot of butter in it. But I let it cool anyways, even though I don't have a crust. All right, you can see it shrunk down quite a bit. So I have a sprayed baking dish, and it is clean. I was resting my spatula in it. And this is a 1.5 quart baking dish that I have. All right. All right, I just washed my hands. Now, we're going to put our crumb topping on it. My oven is preheated to 350 degrees. This is going to bake for about, I'll look at it after 20 minutes, see how it's doing. I really hope this comes out good, because it smells amazing. All right, it is going in the oven. Okay, here's my mock apple crisp all out of the oven, and it's been cooling for a little bit. I can touch the dish, but it's still warm, but I can't wait any longer. So I just made myself some whipped cream to put on it. I keep thinking there's too much cinnamon in it, but we'll find out, won't we? Okay, here it is. Let me rinse my spoon off and take some of this whipped cream out. Looks like apple crisp to me. Now let's give it a try. Okay, I've got my apple crisp here. Let's see. Oh my goodness. If you didn't know that this was squash, you would never, ever think it wasn't apples. I give this 5 stars. So, I hope you try it. Give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to click that bell. So every time I upload a video, you'll get a notice. Hope everyone's having a great night. And we'll see you till next time.